Mm-hmm. Trying to check the feed. All right, come on. Good. Can you hear? All right.
All right, shalom. Before we get started, we're going to turn to the east and give all praise.
Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh by Hashem, Kakadash.
All right, double honors to our apostles, Elder Bishop and Great Millstone, elders who rule well, are our teachers. Peace and blessings to the fellow elect out there pushing his word. Okay, do according to the earth, not wavering, being diligent. Also, shalom to our brothers and sisters that subscribe to the doctrine of Yahweh Shai, which Great Millstone teaches. All right. This is I'm here, as a visitor once again with the Memphis. And as we do, we'll talk about it. Okay. And as you can see, it's cold. There's a big storm that dumped a lot of snow, in multiple states in America. All right, and you can see you're not going to really see any other Israelite groups out here during this cold. It's the element. It's cold, and it feels good to be at home, with a nice hot cup of cocoa by the fireplace, cuddled up with your woman. That's what the rest of the world is doing. Okay, but we
Second Timothy chapter 4. Second Timothy chapter 4, and verse 2. Preach the word.
Preach the word. What does the word preach mean?
Second Timothy chapter 4.
Okay. So preach the word. In season, when it's nice weather. When it's in season. Okay. Summer and spring, even fall, fall is good, still kind of warm, You have seasonal fruits that only, or seasonal foods that only come in a particular season. The Lord said, no, be all the seasons. Okay, go ahead.
Out of season.
This is out of season right now. Okay, coming out here in the cold. But there's really nobody out here. Really, we're prophesying to the camera, prophesying to the camera. We don't have people, there's not a lot of people right up here, the brothers here. But as the scripture says, it's a small sanctuary. So we're really prophesying to the camera, via the web. Nevertheless, this is a sacrifice. That's the point. Okay? And the scripture says you give your body as a living sacrifice. All right? This is, as the scripture says, the foolishness of preaching. Okay, go ahead.
Reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering.
So that's our job. Okay? And it has to be tied into the doctrine. Reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering. And that's essentially what we do. We are a set to the house. Can we get that you go down the last couple of verses. The Lord can feed the tongue to the mouth of Ezekiel. So there's going to come a time where you're gonna wish you're able to get in the car or get online and be able to hear these words. Okay? You got that?
Yeah, this is in Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 26. And I will make thy tongue cleave to the roof of thy mouth.
I'm sorry, you started. Yeah. Started 24.
This is Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 24. Then the Spirit entered into me, and set me upon my feet, and spake with me, and said unto me, Go, shut thyself within thy house. But thy own son,
But that just shows you that it's all spiritual. So the Spirit told him tell us when to speak and when not to speak. Okay, like the spirit like, nah, let's go out in the cold. We follow the spirit of the Al-Bashar. We could be like, you know what, it's too cold. And we could do it, and it won't be edifying. But we follow the spirit, man. Okay, there's a reason why the Most High One is out here. Okay, go ahead.
But thou, O son of man, behold, they shall put bands upon thee, and shall bind thee with them, and thou shalt not go out among them.
Yeah,
And
basically, they grab them up, the leadership. Basically, in today's time, it's like the police grabbing us up, locking us up, man. You're not going to be able to preach the word if you get locked up, but that's going to happen to some of us. Some of us are going to be are brought to the magistrates.
Luke 21. Apostle Roger did a lesson earlier.
You know?
About, going to the particular topic right there.
Well, somebody get Revelation 3 and 10. Revelation 2 and 10, excuse me. You got it.
3 and 10 too?
3 and 10 too as well. But 2 and 10 goes directly into that. You got it.
This is Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 26. And I will make thy tongue cleave to the roof of thy mouth, that thou shalt be dumb, and shall not be to them a reprover.
That you should not be unto them a reprover. Okay, dumb meaning not being able to speak. Okay, so there's going to come a time when the Most High is going to cleave our mouth, which symbolizes the Lord shutting this thing down. The famine of the word. Okay, that's going to be more devastating than bread and water, but it's going to compound because it's going to be a famine of bread and water and a famine of the word. You're not going to be able to just turn on the YouTube, all right, or come out here. Oh, I know them brothers come out around 2:30 or 3 o'clock every this day, that day, and I can come out and I get the word of the Lord. You're not going to be able to get the word of the Lord during that time. You want to store up this now. All right, so when game time, you're able to go back to what you've been taught and apply what you've been taught. See, this is the thing. We are all going to be confronted with our temptations in which we're going to actually have to apply what we learn. Okay, just like if you're an athlete, right? And you working out and you're doing drills and you're in the gym and you sacrifice and all that. It's all for what? That one moment in where you can apply everything that you did. And then people praise you because they see the fruits of your labor, the water. They see that everything that you did, they're amazed. They're amazed that you're able to do these different acts. Okay, under all this intense pressure. But you was training for that. You're even more intense pressure. Your team behind your coach, pretty much made it to where what's the word? They made it to where you were under a lot of pressure during training. Yeah. Okay. So they set the stage for, okay, we're gonna do training like this, which is it's unrealistic because you don't do that in the game. Yeah. But they wanna make it to where when you get into the game, you're able to withstand that pressure.
Yeah.
Okay. That's it.
Really good instincts for the moment.
When you would train your fast twitch muscles.
Yeah.
Right? You would do particular drills, all right, eye and hand coordination. Yeah. Drills. Yeah. You don't do that in the game. You do that behind the scenes. That's it. So you're doing that so when you get in the game, it's instinctive. Boom, boom, boom. You're making moves. How the fuck is he making this move? You see a boxer duck under a punch that was swung super fast. How does this nigga do that? Because he was trained. It's instinctive now. Okay, so that's how it's going to be during our temptation, during Jacob's trouble. We're going to instinctively, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemashai, make the right moves. And the Most High is going to be dealing with us to make sure we make the right moves, but we're still in the flesh.
This is like the training you're doing now. You're enough for those times of trouble. Because really we're training for mercy. The Lord gonna show us mercy. Of course, He's gonna lift up a standard. That's how we're gonna get the mercy. Jacob's trouble is not for the elect. Essentially, you still gotta go through those times of trouble. But the wrath of that the wrath of Jacob's trouble is for the wicked of our people. The mercy is going to be received by the elect. So this is what we're training so we can get that mercy, so we can know how to move. Even when it's not seasonable for us to go out, we still go out. That's training. That's doing things against, what your body instinctively wants to do right now.
Yeah, your flesh.
Your flesh.
Yeah, you have to say, pray not that your flight.
Yeah, in the winter.
So in the wintertime, you gotta train your body the same way. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta go according with the vessel. Like me, like wintertime, I take cold showers year round, but most definitely in the wintertime, I take cold showers. Why? For better results. Not getting sick. You know what I'm saying? And I'm able to withstand the weather.
Yeah, that's you training your flesh. Which that helps build your immune system.
There you go.
Which that's training your spirit. Because, you know what I mean? Because you in that cold, not just that, you cold showers in the wintertime.
Yeah.
That's all, really, it's all mental, because we can all do it.
Yeah, everybody.
We can all do it, but it's all mental, it's all spiritual to be able to withstand that. So it's going to be the same thing. You're going to need that spiritual resilience, okay, in the time of Jacob's trouble.
That's why I
So
say
you have mental fortitude.
That's it.
right. That's why I say proper preparation prevent poor performance. But in order to have that proper preparation to prevent that poor performance, you gotta have what? Faith. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't leave without faith. It's impossible. To please the Lord or be reserved. You don't have faith in the Lord.
Well, so what you're saying is we're building up our faith.
That's it.
Yeah. That's really what the training is doing, right? Like an athlete would train to build up his strength, to build his endurance, his stamina, his dexterity, his eye and hand coordination, right? He'll build all those things up. We're building up the spiritual side of those things.
That's right.
The faith, the endurance, okay, the fear, all right,
Stable mind.
the diligence, okay, all the spiritual attributes that are going to be needed to be able to withstand in these times. It's not going to be a physical thing, because Satan's going to play on your what? Your flesh, and it's all going to be a fucking mind game, just like the COVID-19. There was nothing that was there, but the people believed that it was something there. So it's all about controlling your perception, and where our perception is the scriptures, and we fall back on that. That is we fall back on our training.
That's it.
Okay, these people, they're gonna fall back. They've never been a day without eating. The Lord actually has a day where He said you're not supposed to eat, and the Most High, He's right, and He's understanding. Because He said you only gotta do it one day out of the year. Just don't eat, nigga. Okay. Now, being a spiritual man, you know that in your walk you're gonna have to do some fasting. So that builds you up even more. But just saying, the Most High only gives us one day that we have to not eat. But even that's a lot. Most people in this earth, they especially here in the West, they constantly eat. If I don't eat,
it's torture for them.
if I don't eat, I'm gonna die. They really believe like if they don't eat in 4 hours that they can die. Like that feeling that they're feeling is them dying.
Even this cold weather. If I came outside, people like, hell nah, it's too cold.
Yeah.
What you gonna do if shit get worse than this? And you gotta go with a month without light. You gotta go weeks without light. You know what I'm saying? Electricity. What you gonna do then? You gonna stay in the house and freeze to death?
A lot of people are.
See, I'm just saying exactly. So therefore you prep yourself now and all right, through the spirit.
Really quick, this is James 1 and 2 and 3. The subpage says faith and endurance. I'm going to read this in the NLT. It reads, dear brothers and sisters, when troubles come your way, consider it an opportunity for great joy, for you know that when your faith is tested, your endurance has a chance to grow.
There we go, because the faith, the reason why we go through these things is for our faith to be built up. In order for something to be built up, it has to be exercised.
That's it.
Yep.
You can't just say I have faith, right? You just can't say I have faith, and then when there's a time to apply the faith, you don't apply it. There's an actual time to apply everything that we've been learning, and we go through that day by day, to where you can apply the faith. Okay, I'm supposed to have faith in this instant. It could be something as you got laid off your job and you don't know how you're gonna get another job. When you pray to the Lord, you just have faith. It can be something as small as that. But that right there, once you overcome that, what happens? Your endurance gets built up. Your faith gets built up. So when something like that happens again, like no worries, no worries. It's all good. Just have faith.
Because faith untested is not true faith. It's why I say you gotta have faith and work. Because the work proves that you truly have faith. That's it.
It's like it.
So you gotta go through like the tribulation, the affliction. You know, you gotta go through things to prove that your faith is true.
Like, like being initiated.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So most times you have, like it's gonna say, 2 or 3 in first.
Yep.
So basically, us out here on the highways, the head, this is a sign of proving ourselves.
Yeah.
All right, that we truly love the Most High Yahweh.
Yeah.
All right, and we are, and here it is, our bodies a living sacrifice. It's proven right here, man. Yeah.
Well, like in boxing, they'll say, like a fight about to happen, and they'll say, or the commentator will say, he's never been tested. He's never fought nobody. Meaning nobody of reputation. So yeah, you think he got skills, but what happens when you put somebody in there with great skills too? Right? That's the test. They say this is gonna be his test. And either it's gonna be one or two things. He failed the test or he passed the test.
That's right.
Okay, so it's gonna be the same thing, but this is gonna encompass the whole world.
Yeah.
Okay? Everybody's gonna get tested
Yeah.
to see, okay, you have faith in your God and this and that and this. Well, it's about to be tested right now. And the Lord is using Esau Edom to do it. He's gonna use the chip.
Yeah.
Okay?
And the study guide is the scriptures. You know, you take a test, they give you a study guide to study, what I'm saying, for the final test or the final exam. The scriptures, man. Because what's really within the scripture is the GPS to your salvation. See? Go ahead.
It says, verse 4, so, pick back up in 3. James 23, the NOT, for you know that when your faith is tested, your endurance has a chance to grow. So let it grow. For when your endurance is fully developed, you will be perfect and complete, needing nothing.
Yeah. And this is why, see, when the deal goes down, right, when Jacob's trouble goes down, the Most High said, okay, my men are ready. No matter if you feel you're ready or not. Your coach can say, no, you're ready. Because they know the intense training they put you through, like, nah, bro, you're ready. You might kind of doubt a little bit, but like the more Lord goes, wow, kick you out there. Nah, go. And then what do? You fall back on your training. You switch the mind switches. You got to. It's sink or swim. Okay? It's sink or swim. That's the time where we're coming into. It's going to be a sink or swim situation. And it's all going to be dependent on, all right, if you receive these words, if your faith is built up, if you truly believe, because we're all going to be tempted on the highest level, man, depending on the level of faith that the Most High gave us. Okay, but guess what? The whole world is going to be tempted in that same fashion. And guess what? They're going to fail because they weren't training.
Yep.
They didn't even know that there was an event coming up. We know that we know that we're supposed to run a marathon at a particular day. So we like, hey, and we get together, like, and we train together. Like, nah, we gotta. This is what we doing, right? This is what we doing. And we make sure that every brother that's going to run it, you're in that same mind, bro. You need to be prepared. You need to be prepared. These are the things that you need to be working on. Don't worry about that. Do this. This is your diet. This is what we're doing now, spiritually. So when the time comes, we can run the race and be confident that we can finish it. We're prepared. Okay, but the rest of the world, they don't even know that they're supposed to run away. And then all of a sudden the gun hurt, boom, and they're like, what am I supposed to do? Nah, nigga, run.
They ain't watching. The scriptures say, watch, well and pray. You can kind of word to what? Escape the temptation, man.
Yeah, not a temptation.
There you go.
I got a precept real quick. This Ecclesiastes 2, starting in verse 1. My son, if I come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Yeah, because this is what it really is about, going through the suffering and chastisement, all right, of Yahweh Shah. And no servant is greater than his master. All right, so when you come to serve the Lord, you have to prepare. All right, your spirit, your mind, going to your mental, your emotions, everything. You got to prepare yourself.
Yeah, because the scripture say he that
So it's very important to have rule over your spirit.
in temptation, another word for temptation is test.
Yeah.
You know,
And like Kyle say, the ultimate temptation is that hot. All right, going to the hour temptation. All right, speaking about the karate. All right, which we seeing. All right, that's gonna be the end game.
That's it.
All right, and it's not too far fetched, man. It's here already.
That's it.
You got Kyle.
set thy heart right.
Set your mind, get your mind right.
This the time now.
This is all, what this truth is about is getting your mind right.
Yeah, seek ye the Lord while he may be found.
Right?